class, and welcome to the Capitol. I'm a United States Senator, here to teach you about Article 1 of the Constitution. The first article of the Constitution states the powers of Congress. Congress is broken up into two parts, the Senate and the House of Representatives. Each has its own specific qualifications and powers. The Senate is comprised of 100 members, or 2 senators for each state. In order to become a senator, you must be at least 30 years old, have been a U.S. citizen for at least 9 years, and must live in the state you represent. The House of Representatives has 435 members, who are elected every 2 years, with each state having a different number of representatives based on their population. To become a representative, one must be at least 25 years old, have been a United States citizen for at least 7 years, and must live in the state they represent. The House is led by the Speaker of the House, who also happens to be third in line for the presidency. So, if anything were to happen to both the President and Vice President, deeming them unable to fulfill their presidential duties, the Speaker of the House would take over. The Senate and House work together to make laws through a 4-step process known as the legislative process, which works like this. Step 1. A bill is written. Step 2. The new bill is then sent to a committee with expertise in whatever subject matter the bill contains. The bill is then either rejected, adjusted, or accepted by the committee. Step 3. The bill is then brought before Congress, where the House and Senate will have separate debates, and then members will voice their opinions on the bill. Then voting will commence. A majority vote in both the House and Senate is required for the bill to pass. Step 4. If the bill is passed, the final step is for the President to either sign or veto the bill. If vetoed, the bill may go back to Congress, where a second vote will take place in which a 2/3 majority in both the House and Senate must be met in order for the bill to pass. Along with lawmaking, Congress also creates the annual budget for the government, may declare war, establish treaties, and check that the government spends its tax in an appropriate manner.
Welcome, students, to the White House. I am President Blair to discuss with you Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution. This article constitutes presidential power and executive power to the federal government. This article specifically states the eligibility for becoming a president as well as the eligibility for the potential removal of a president. For instance, the person in question must be a natural-born citizen, a resident of 14 years, and no younger than 35. Impeachment is a process of the removal of the president and acts as a check and balance, maintaining equal power between the 3 branches. See the legislative branch portion of the video to learn more. This article also describes the enumerated powers this branch has, including vetoing and the different types of vetoing, signing in laws, appointing justices, and assuming the commander-in-chief position of the armed forces.
Hello, students. I am a United States Supreme Court Justice. I'm appointed by the President and then confirmed by the Senate. This process can be difficult, long, and controversial, but once through the process, I have a lifelong term. The purpose of this court is to ordain and establish order. And then it lays out very few duties of the court. The court presides over issues of equity in the Constitution, conflicts between states, cases involving treaties and foreign ambassadors, maritime law conflicts, and also presides over presidential impeachment trials. These duties, however, are not the most commonly executed duties of the court. After the decision of Marbury v. Madison in 1803, the court's biggest and most used power is now judicial review. This is a major check to the legislative branch of the government. Judicial review allows court to hear arguments and make decisions on cases which challenge the constitutionality of a passed law. The court determines that if a law passed by Congress violates the law or rights allowed by the Constitution. Although the court cannot enforce actions of their decisions, they can often inspire large social and political change in the United States.